Hello, everybody. Well, I'm gonna say this, I know this is a bit of an update video because about what happened to me online recently. Like, let's say this, that my internet wasn't that great since I wasn't able to continue with the subathon for the past month already, or almost 2 months to be honest, because due to internet issues and also how my PC, like my old PC, is not doing very well, but you know, at least you saw my other video that I got myself a new PC. The only thing is I already paid off my first payment for the PC that I kind of traded off, so I still owe $600 for the PC, which it's no big deal. But the thing is, I know at the same time, like I had to be careful how I spend this time because money's tight and all this stuff, and things are expensive, and at the same time, look, I have two jobs, which are not easy, but sometimes I do have a third job, but it's not very that active. My third job is, but as much as I do like multiple different jobs, I tell you, life is rough. But like, I can't rely on one job all the time because where am I gonna make more money? Like, yeah, and also I do sell some stuff as well, like some of my cards, some of things I don't even need anymore because, man, I just say a lot of times go tough right here. But after I've been watching a lot of Uncle Tim's rants and reviews video, it got me a lot of thinking going on if I will do something similar how Uncle Tim is with those videos, since he posts himself out in the camera. He just talk about a lot of random things goes on. Like I might do the same thing how Uncle Tim is, but as for like the commentary videos I'll be working on, well, cheapy reviews, it will be a while when I get everything done because I'm gonna be clear that a lot of things I had to update because there's a lot of things I had to say about cheapy reviews, since there are some good stuff, but there is the bad stuff, but mostly the bad stuff I'll be talking about because like I could say one thing for sure how a lot of situations with cheap reviews, and also about the guy named Pedro, I'll have to take my time on doing that as well because Pedro is not an easy case to do a documentary video on him because I know it's not going to be too long or short because it's like a little bit not much information about him, but you get the point. But and also other commentary videos on other people that I'll be talking about, but it'll be on a later date, so just keep an eye on that. But as for my streams, I may be doing that before or after I upload the cheapy reviews video, because I'm gonna be honestly clear. I know some people don't like him, some people like him, but as for me, I'm neither of those because I don't even hate him or like him. I'm just like have a situation like I understand there's the good parts what I can understand from him, but there's some bad parts that I don't agree with Chibi at all. But even though I don't even hate anyone or like anyone, I'm just like try to see how good they are and how bad they are. Cause there's a lot of situations like I could say with people on the internet. Like not everyone's is a good guy, not everyone's a bad guy. So Spaceman, and this whole situation that I got a villain ID situation. Yeah, you get the point. So, uh, as much said and done. So I know with videos coming up in the stream, I'll be get back on it soon because it needs to continue. But for the goals, I kind of label it scratched off because now I'll do like a simple subathon situation, but the only thing it'll do is just help me pay off my PC, payment. Because the thing is, I want to try to pay as fast as possible. I'm not no rush or anything, but like as much as I know my savings right now, I don't really wanna show because this is I said before from my other video, I have a situation with let's say this, privacy situation going on, but you get the point why I talk about privacy, but like I seen some people show their bank accounts and how dumb they are they show it because, it's kind of like in a situation they'll basically like, oh, hack them or something like that. But I'm gonna be real, people. Look, at the moment right now, I don't have that much money because how, let's say this, my artist been overcharging it's like not like no not to my like not my other two artists, it's one of my artists to say because my one artist she has a bad time looking for clients lately, which she keep relying on me instead of going to other clients for money because my problem with her is like, look, I don't like to be the bad guy or anything. She needs to do a little more research as I do, because think about this. If I am selling something like a product that you like or you want to get, okay, I can respect your decision if you want to buy it or don't buy it. That is your goddamn choice. And honestly, man, it's a lot to explain about this life update video, but also then, I need to get back on streaming more often because honestly, like with my other job, I know I like to be burned out a lot because, with the delivery and all this stuff, but either way, since I know some people saying like Shiny or Evie, please, can you start going back to streaming? We'll tip you or whatever. It's like people saying that because, they just don't want me to go back on, making, big bucks and deliveries because they tell about my safety, my own risk. But I understand your point if anyone who's messaging me and all this stuff, but like, yeah. And I'm gonna be clear, look. As I said before, how I show you my gym pic that this is like my proof that I'm not what my haters think, but and the other point is, even though I'm trying to do is like I know losing more fat is one thing because I'm like 25% fat, but I'm trying to get to at least 20% fat because 20% fat that's my goal, then get a little lower, so I want to get a little leaner. And as for the weight situation, well, I know I'm not basically overweight or anything, but I'm trying to keep myself in a way that not to, feel too heavy with myself because look, I have my situations why I'm trying to exercise more and try to diet a little more because, you know, trying to do the jockey standards, but yeah. And then speaking of jockey standards, well, I have a video coming up very soon, so in regards to the trip I went to, so you might get to stay tuned on that. So it might be before the stream and the Chibi reviews video or after or either way because this is something memorial that you're gonna be, sad about if you are a horse racing fan or a Musume fan, or you're both. You understand the point. So, as much said, I know I have a lot of things to do and I have a lot of business to clear up. So, I hope you enjoyed this video and please subscribe for more because I'll keep doing what I can, as much, I want to try and manage my time, besides, social media and all stuff since I know I spend less time on social media, but more time on creativity and other stuff. So even I try to reply any of your messages when I can because I'm not like very active when I'm replying to messages as much because you know how I am that I try to prevent myself not to be so distracted. So yeah. And also if you want to support me, things down, all the links down below. Like say, sorry about how I speak, but it's all the links down below. And also, there's also the causes of I told before from the other video that if you want to help out the horsemen and the whole situation, what's going on in Saratoga Springs, New York, you could help them out. But sources are limited, so I'm just gonna end this video shortly. So and, you know, these people have their time trying to go be critical against me or try to go like challenge against me. Well, let me say this. If you're going critical against me, it's fine. Like, I don't mind the positives and the negatives, but if people going childish against me, like spurging out or acting like they're a kid in high school and all this stuff, I won't accept that behavior. So, yeah, I'll see y'all next time.